Welcome back to Pops and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Dawasir down here. We're going for the Sworn Fealty. I did it correctly. Sworn Fealty achievement. We have to form Arabia and have 100 tribal allegiance, I think it's what it's called. As a tribal thing. Tribal federation, right. Arabian Tribal Federation. We have 100 tribal allegiance. We should probably be pressing one of these buttons because we're way away from forming Arabia right now, so we don't need to sit at 100. Question is, do any of these buttons do anything for me? Get a general is fine, but I'm currently sitting on 2 generals, so don't really need a third. Could just build 6 cavalry. They're gonna be free, which is cool. Free to build, not free to upkeep. And cavalry are freaking expensive. We're not made out of money, and I don't think we have got a force limit to fill. None. So that doesn't really sound like a button we should be pressing. Could just gain cavalry combat ability, but we have a cavalry unit. I guess I'm gonna sit on 100 as dumb as that seems. Ooh, we do get a bonus from being high. Okay. I've never played as a tribal federation before. So we actually get unrest reduction and manpower recovery speed. No, I'm going to sit at 100. That's fine. Don't care about the buttons, but the 100 is nice. We're also in a war. We're fighting Anisa, Nasht, and Hissen Kaifa. Nasht is essentially dead. Anisa is already fully occupied. And Hissen Kaifa, I do believe we beat their armies quite a bit. Yeah, they are not high on troops anymore. I'm not super interested in vassalizing them. They're in a spot that's a bit of a risky spot. The funny thing is, if they were my vassal, and the Ottomans, since the Ottomans are my ally, I assume that neither QQ nor AQ would attack them, so we could just keep them. But what do I do with a 6 development vassal in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, they have their own generals, yeah, they have their own manpower pool, so it's kind of free units. It's kind of cool. And we get to keep Hissen Kaifa alive, which, you know, Saladin's legacy and all that. Is sweet, but I really don't think that's worth the diplomatic relations slot or the aggressive expansion, whatever we're getting out of that. I doubt I can sue you out for peace just yet, but we can probably peace them out without without actually sieging down Hissen Kaifa itself, because we have, if we sit an army on their capital, they're going to be 100% occupied or besieged. And that's going to be a giant modifier to piecing out. Yeah, we're not doing conversions right now. We have fulfilled the mission, but this is just high income. I'm not building anything. We could invite that Hanafi scholar. And Bisa was kind enough to do some math for us in the comment section. Unfortunately, Bisa did the math with 10% admin cost reduction, where it would be good. Right? Tech is 600. Base, if we reduce that by minus 10%, we would save 60 on attack. It costs 50, so we'd gain. But with only 5%, we need to take 2 techs in the time that this is running, which is 20 years, which is not super difficult. Oh, is that what Pisa did? Wait. Let me check in the comments. Oh yeah. It's not quite what Pisa did, but Pisa also assumed the scholar would stay for 10 years, but the scholar does stay for 20 years. So in the end, Pisa's comment wasn't that... it wasn't really wrong at all, generally, but it was pretty spot on, because the two differences kind of cancel each other out. So yes, it only does 5% cost, but just 20 years. So if we take 2 techs in 20 years, we're going to come out slightly ahead. If we take more, then it's going to be better. This seems like a button we want to press after we get the institution, right? Because I think we're going to go for the institution. Even though we don't have a good place to develop. I'm still torn about the development. 1, doing it at all, and 2, doing it here. So the reason I want to do it in Jazan is that here we only have a 35% penalty to cost from mountains. While all the other places we have are just worse because they're also arid. They're all desert or mountains or some such garbage. And they're arid, right? Even here, coastal desert. It's 50% extra cost. That's just not an option. But the thing is, except for the fact that it's 35% extra cost, which is still way too much, is that we will have a harsh time. No, we won't get so much out of this, right? It's just fish as a trade good. We're going to do a lot of Diplo development. With fish, that's pretty garbage. Also, it's in the wrong trade node. I mean, it does feed. Oh no, it feeds 2 steps into our Basra trade node. So really, we don't want to do this place. No. Can we somehow get a place like this? This would be a place, right? If we could take Basra from Mushasha, then I don't think it can see the cost here, but yeah, we get 25% extra cost from Marsh. Okay. But we don't have issues with Arid. It's a marsh. And it's in the Basra trade node, and it's a center of trade. So if we could take Basra, that would be excellent. What would I need to do to take Basra? I mean, Europe... Najran, eh? Okay, it would be a non-co-belligerent war, because I don't want to fight QQ. Unless QQ gets into... Well, they're in their own war against a lot of people. Maybe they're going to be unhappy. What are the Ottomans doing anyway? Not at war, but that's a bunch of people sitting around here. So if I were to get into here, Nashran would not join, but QQ would. Yeah, that's like the opposite of what I'm looking for. I mean, war exhaustion and all that. It's probably something like this that we want to do next. Attack Najran. Spend a ridiculous amount of war score and some dip, unfortunately, on taking Basra. But I think it's going to be worth it. Now, Basra doesn't have a great trade good either. It's just salt, which at this point in time is not great. But I think price of salt goes up soonish because of fish things. I think so. Slightly better trade good. It's less development cost increase, and it's in the right trade node. Yeah, I think that's where we're going. The only other option is something like Qatar with the gems. But plus 50% is just too much. I don't think that's the thing we want to do. Okay, that's a plan. It's a plan. We gotta get powerful enough to beat these Mamluks anyway. Yeah, I'm hoping for Ottoman help to do that. We don't have a lot of favors with the Ottomans yet, but the bigger we get, the more favors we're gonna get over time. And we get favors over time anyway. But the amount of favors you get over time depends on the difference in power level. And since we're a lot lower powered than the Ottomans at the moment, yeah, I think this is fine. It was pointed out in the comment section, rightly so, that allying Medina is a bit risky because... Oh, they ally to the Mamluks. It's fine. Because the Mamluks might find it interesting to attack Medina, but they apparently do not, which is cool. So, plan. Yemen rivaled me. Okay. I mean, hi. Greetings. Hadramut and Wasangali. Wasangali is here. Hadramut is these guys. It's not scary. Speaking of, how scary is Hadramut, Mushasha? Armies, Mushasha. They have 9,000 guys. That's a decent amount. That's what I have on a good day. They have more manpower around, and they have more force limit, and they're going to bring their friend. I mean, their friend is going to bring them, I guess. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. Would I be able to call anybody in if I declared on Najran? No. Okay, but these are not actually negatives. At least the first two are not. Multiple wars will be over once we're at peace. And truce with Anissa only counts for the war we're currently in. So that's not an issue. I don't know the destabilization. Do you have like a relationship to Najran? Dawasir and the Mamluks. Dawasir and the Mamluks. No, it's just about Anissa. So we could call in Medina, which is not super powerful, but it helps. Probably. Aden is direct neighbor who recently broke promise to give it to land. Yeah, Bisa also pointed out in the comments that apparently if I had given Hadramut a tiny bit of land, like this island here, not Hadramut, these guys here, Hormuz, then we could have avoided this penalty of you recently broke a promise, and we'd be able to call more people in on promises of territory. Which here we might even do because we don't care so much about this land, but we can't now. And of course Mr. Ottoman is not interested. And I wouldn't waste 10 favors on that. Okay, so plan is the following. We finish this war. Then we try to call in Medina into a war. Gary attacked Münster. How dare you? Prepare war officially against Najran, but actually against Mushasha to take Basra. And then develop the institution there. Because I do think it's going to take a long, long while to get Renaissance to us. Well, actually. Spread with the Ottomans is not too shabby. Right? They have 17% in Constantinople. Right now. I mean, I assume that's still going to take forever. 14 years before the Ottomans have it in their capital. Then it has to spread around the Ottomans so they can embrace it. Then we have to pay the Ottomans to give it to us. And then we can... Yeah, maybe developing is the way to go. And we do get development out of it. It's not like we get nothing out of it. It's just... I do prefer not having to do it if I can. Almost below 50 things. All right, age objectives. I always forget about these in the first age. We did humiliate. Good. We're not yet present on 2 continents. This is Africa still? Is it? Subcontinent, continent Asia. No, we're in Asia. So we have to go into the Mamluks or over here to get the 2 continent thing. Or get into Europe, but that seems a bit unlikely, let's say. So that's meh. Large city could happen with the development of Basra. Embrace Renaissance is then hopefully going to happen. Vassals, not right now. Centers of trade, level 2 or higher. Oh, that's going to be forever. Yeah. So large city and then Renaissance and maybe the continents. The continents would require me to get into like Adal or Mara and take this place, right? So we have a province in Africa. It's an option. I'm going to wait here. We're way ahead in the siege. I'm going to let them sheet themselves out a bit on Anissa. I don't need all these guys sitting on there, though. 4 is a good number. I do have my siege leader on it. I do. Don't have any cannons yet. How dare I not have cannons, right? Oh, yeah, I wanted to redo my estates. Right? I can't demand admin support. Maybe I cannot do that yet. Never mind. But I can ask for money from the merchants again. And they are loyal. They won't give me a lot of money because of their low influence, but I think I'm still going to do that. Give them those ducats. Can't ask the Dimi for anything. And yeah, this is fine. There's the Siege of Al-Arid. Now we could just see if we can peace out without dealing with these guys at all. It would save, me a bunch of money. So, I want to take the Najd land, as garbage as it is. We do have claims on how to... We did declare war on Anissa, though, right? So this would be one possible peace deal. Cost me 0 dip, which is nice. The extra war score for them not being co-belligerent does not matter, because I have the war score. So I guess that's fine. Cost me a bunch of admin to core the stuff, but hey. AE... I guess this is just it. I mean, it could take money, but that's probably gonna... First of all, it's almost no money. Second of all, it's probably going to be a bunch of inflation. 0.006. But 10 money is also nothing. Let's not do the money thing. None of this. Yeah, we could try to piece out these guys for like war reps, but that would mean killing their army, going north, sitting on their stuff. I don't think that's going to be worth it in the long run. Or even the short run. So, especially in the short run, I guess. So I'm just going to take this piece. Take the land. And that's good. Peace out. Yoink. As they say so properly. Have a claim. Slight core reduction cost. That's nice. I mean, did we make a claim on Mushasha ever? No. Should have started that immediately when I planned that. We don't need a claim because we can declare on Najran. Who I'm spying on, which is good, so I can make another claim here. Can't make a claim here, I don't believe. Yeah, no possible neighbors, so let's not spy anymore, these guys. So we can declare this war at any time, but having cores there would save me some claims. And I'm not sure how ready I am to war anyway right now. Let's get into Qatif. Can make states. Tihama al-Yemen and Asir. This one, I guess I'm gonna want it. It's still not a great state, but I still should be sitting on a decent amount of state slots. I do. Yeah, let's just make states where we can. This one is the worst at the moment. I don't know when I get to attack Yemen. I think I still just want all the states at the moment. It will be a slight waste of admin if and when I later destate these. But we're not even going for a like huge campaign, right? We're not planning to build a giant. Oh, Medina just rivaled me. Well, so much for calling you into the war against Mushasha. That's a bit unfortunate. Did I do anything? Harvard Hostile Inventor? Did I? Didn't see that one coming. Okay. What does it mean? Probably don't have anybody who can be called in right now. No. Because we don't have the favors with Aden. How far are we from the favors with Aden? Because I would like some extra troops. 2. Well. How else do we do Mushasha then? Any more friends around? Tons of people want to ally me. Timmy wants to ally me. Interesting. So the issue is, I mean, all these guys, they're powerful and all. But if I were to ally Timmy, we wouldn't gain any favors. Because they're much bigger than we are. Doesn't look like it, but they are. And therefore we wouldn't be able to call them into a war against Mushasha at all. But none of these guys will accrue favors in time, right? Because I want to go for Mushasha soonish, if I can. Nobody's gonna accept a promise of territory because I screwed that up, I guess. Could grab like Ethiopia or a Dal. Just semi-powerful people. How do you arrive to Ethiopia? Now, Ethiopia is probably going to get into a conflict with the Mamluks soon. Now, maybe a Dal too. So who knows? It led to Aden, Mara, and Melindi, which is not a big problem. We are also allied to Aden at the moment. Mara is a bit annoying because I might want to attack them. Same reason I don't want to really ally Oman. Because if I did, I'd have to get rid of that alliance before I got to do anything. Also, Oman might not be able to get their troops to me. Because they're rival to Hormuz. They won't get military access to Hormuz, neither will I. So they would have a hard time helping me in the war. Okay. What else is there? Anybody close? Hisn Kaifa, we just beat you. I mean, they're very small. They need friends. I understand. Byzantium. Sure. IQ. Don't think any of those are really who I want. So I could go for a big friend in like Timmy, who does tend to have its issues. Is that still the original ruler? I don't think so. I think it would show the -50 to vassal rebellion stuff here, if that was still the original Timmy. Also, that name doesn't ring a bell. So if it's not separatists, how do your vassals feel about you? 25 on Khorasan, yeah, 54, 76, 60, yeah. That's the problem with Timmy. You're fine as long as you have your starting ruler, because he has I think -50% liberty desire on subjects. And then he dies, and suddenly all your subjects are like, nope. And then you get the problem. So maybe Timmy's not who we want to ally. Don't care about Hadramut, for sure. Don't want to do Karaman, because that gets us into Ottoman trouble. So it's either an African person here, or it's like a jam. But a jam, you're losing to QQ right now. I died to AQ. Doesn't seem clever. Baluchistan, only allied to Mara. Now if Timmy breaks up, then Baluchistan might be fine. They're also so far away, they won't help me in my wars. I don't think I want any of these right now. But then how do we beat Mushasha? How do you do in tech? You're tech 4, Miltech 4. I am Miltech 5. I didn't mean to take this before developing anything else. That is pretty good, right? Get the better infantry going. That might actually be what I need to beat them up. I don't have a fort up here. I did break down the fort in... wasn't it Qatif? There's a fort somewhere around here, which would have been useful to keep them out of my land for a while. But it wasn't in defensive terrain, so it wasn't like great or anything. Speaking of forts, do you have a mean fort? Or are you just normally forted? That's a mean one. It's a level 3 fort. It's also one that's going to protect Marib, unless we get access to Yemen, who's rivaled me, so no. So we won't be able to just sit on Najran and prevent them from recruiting troops. And over here, you have Hobways, yes, your capital with 3,000. Yeah, both of them have real forts in their capitals, which is unfortunate. We don't have that. How are we doing on... Could go up to force, and I should definitely go up to force limit. And then I do have good generals. I can beat these guys in combat, I think. The question is just what happens to my country while I'm sieging one of the forts, either this one or that one, and the other guys rebuild troops and crush me down here. I mean, maybe the thing to do is try, if they let me, they might not let me, but if they let me, crush the Najrani army. Then completely leave Najran, go north, deal with this. Yeah, let the Najrani rebuild a bit and have them sit on my capital for a bit or something. And then hopefully have enough time to siege down Hawaii with our 2 siege general. It's really the only chance I see. I'm gonna go south here instead of going north, and then maybe we can make that happen. I could take Diptech here, which won't do much for me, except for preventing unbalanced research. But we should also do something with our power protection for sure. I have rivals. Do I still have 3 rivals? I do. Hassan, Najran, and Hormuz. Can I go out and insult you? I can. I can make Scornful for 5 prestige. It gives me 10 PP and makes Aden and Hadramut like me more. Take it. When the account of our time is written by future generations, they will look at you with that mix of pity and disgust called compassion. I feel like they should add a an insult DLC. Would be kind of funny. Did I start recruiting that 10th unit? Don't think I did. Let's run one more Muslim dual infantry. It's not 2 infantries, but it's a dual one. Oh, we just eclipsed Hassa. Well, I guess I didn't need to do that insult, did I now? I can rival somebody now. Attempt to rival Mushasha. I think the time of being afraid of them finding friends because of that is over. I'm gonna rival Mushasha. And hope that that doesn't lead to them getting more allies. Also, that doesn't really matter because we're planning to attack Najran anyway. Unless QQ gets so war exhausted that we can just declare straight onto these guys. Which would obviously be sweet. But right now, well, actually. And Najran is... I know I'm terribly indecisive right now, guys. I'm gonna return you back to that Mushashan front. New plan! It would be a good one. It would be a good one. Get me... How's this war looking anyway? Wait, UP? No, that's Karaman. That's not QQ. You're QQ. You're winning, but not by a lot right now. They might get war exhausted enough to not defend. And if Najran also doesn't join, because... I don't know why they're not joining right now. Dead. Yeah, if we can find the sweet spot here... Ooh, you just paid down of some of your debt or something? At least you're more likely again now. I'm still gonna sit here and hope. Because if we can get these guys alone, then that is the exact place we want to be. Yeah, I know we're not removing too much unrest, but at least that's some. Oh, no more subsidies? No longer relevant to your interests? What? How dare you, Ottomans? 13. This is going down. Why is this going down? QQ. You don't like me much. No, not cancel. Send it inside. Improve. Let's see if we can make QQ less likely to join this. Because again, that would be the sweet spot. Ally Hadramut, I don't think so. Convert to Sunni, not right now. Build things, not right now. Tech, we said no. We're now losing money. Oh, I bought that advisor when we had so much money. And I didn't realize I was running it on Ottoman subsidies. Whoops. Keep an eye on this. This. 8 reasons. Why did this get better? More debt, more occupied besieged, I guess, or more war exhausted, something like that. Could somebody besiege some QQ land, please? Stat. Autonomy change in Al-Jav, or unrest reduction in Al-Jav and move towards mysticism. I almost certainly want the former. Yeah, not tons of autonomy there, but still. Definitely want to be on legalism. And, yeah. QQ army sieging down stuff here is good for me, because that's going to cause them attrition, right? That's the plan. Keep an eye on this. 4 reasons. Mamluks influence in Hijaz, alright. Gonna check every month now. Still 4 reasons. That's my claim. I should have claimed Basra. I forgot that I had a water connection there. That's the much more important claim to have. I can live with grain, but it would save me a lot of problems if I had taken Basra there. Oman, no, thank you. Declare war, still 4 reasons. It's kind of funny. On one hand, I really want some extra time so I can have the spy network to also claim Basra. But really, I don't think time is the thing we have here. Because we need to find that sweet spot where these guys still don't want to join and these guys do not. Core. Excellent. Core. QQ on 3 reasons still. Goodbye stability. Only we had common sense. Gotta waste some of that admin. And we have bad unity. Otherwise I would have pumped to +2. But it's already expensive enough. +1, I mean, not +2. Are we rich? No. So being ahead at +1 is kind of good. I mean, you get the bonuses from it. It doesn't cost anything extra to go to +1 from 0. And when your rulers die and stuff happens, you need to go up that step anyway. So you're essentially investing admin now that you would invest later anyway. And you constantly get a bonus from it. 3 reasons. Come on! Get besieged or something, or get a disease outbreak, or... Yeah, Jam is not looking good. They're not giving up yet. 2 reasons. How's that attitude of enemies looking? There's still... Oh, there we go. I think I'm gonna just have to do it now. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I didn't claim Basra. Really should have. But this opportunity is just too good to not take. Right? Must be. I mean, Dashran is in debt, sure, but they could pay it off at any time if they have the money, and then suddenly they join and things like that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to do this now. Confirm. Get in there. And nobody did join you, right? No. And it's kind of nice that this border is so... There's this desert here, stopping enemies from walking into my land. I just want to go to Basra, though. So I have a bottleneck here, is what I'm trying to say. Can I even walk there? I can. Would potentially get a river crossing. You have 1 maneuver. I have 3 maneuvers, so we're not going to get the river crossing penalty. So I'm just going to crush these guys while I can. Crunch, 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 crunch. Come on, crunch, I said. Yemen declare war on Nashran. Well... Wait, did I get river crossing after all? No, a terrain penalty from Marsh. Okay. Come on, you can do it. Way closer than I expected. We actually lost 4,000 guys there. We killed 4.5, so... Came out ahead, but since they have more manpower lying around, I believe, this is not awesome. Oh, but you're coming to Basra? Shift consolidate. Gonna leave 1,000 guys here to continue the siege, I think. Gonna kill you in Basra. Yeah, and then we get the attrition tick and we don't get to continue the siege anyway. Once again, I get terrain. It's all marsh here. It's pretty marshy in this area, I guess. What we did kill 2,000, 3,000 at the cost of 1.5. So I guess we're getting places, but yeah, losses are... It's not the way I really want to go here. Uprising in the Miklafi separatists. I might have to go and give these guys some autonomy down here. It's only 5 unrest, but it is 5 unrest. Could instead give the land to the clergy, which is -2 unrest. It's maybe enough. Give that to the Ulema, they gain a ton of influence. So I could only give 1 place to the Ulema because of the influence. Local unrest -2, and then bonus missionary strength, so we can at least at some point get rid of those Shia. I mean, that's good. Let's take the coffee province. Yeah, I'm gonna give 1 of these to the Ulema. And I'm gonna take the other one and bump up the autonomy. Bump up. There we go. Which is weird because when you have the Not institution. What are they called? The estates. You kinda want the the autonomy to be high where you have estates, because estates help deal with autonomy. But we can't have everything. Gotta keep an eye out, it's 90 already. I think I'm gonna have to press the button in Bishar too. Can't risk 90. Right? Miklafi separatists in Bishar, yeah. Gonna have to go with the autonomy. Don't love it. But I can't currently afford the troops to suppress. Because my troops kinda need to be well, dealing with this problem. Once again, I'm sending my empty stacks to my mainland, so, or my own land, so they reinforce faster. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the initial unrest to -2 guy, even though I'm losing money. We may have to go for mercenaries. Not that we have money. But that manpower is not looking great. I mean, I can probably just... Okay, there are options. I have options. Sure. None of the options are really cheap. But they're not super expensive. Because I have buttons. I could press the give me 6 horses button. Just dismiss some of my infantry when I don't have the manpower to run them anyway, and just grab a bunch of horses instead. For free. Yeah, we have to pay them. It's going to be more expensive. But I get some free horses. And that might be good. Now, I don't know how my cavalry infantry ratio is at the moment. Do I have any bonuses to it? Cavalry infantry ratio plus 60%. I think that means I can have, yeah, at maximum 60%. The plus is a bit irritating there. How many enemies do I have in this war right now? A lot. They got back to having 8,000 guys. Whoops. Should consolidate here. Get you guys to the front. Yeah, we'd have faster overall recovery if we had 4 herd stacks here recovering instead of just 2. But this way I can move the fully recovered stacks to the front, which is kinda relevant right now. Should I be spying on somebody else? Like Yemen? Who are your friends? I have a lot of friends. I'm spying you anyway. You're gonna have a bunch of land that I want. And then maybe Medina too at some point. So how do we continue from here? I mean, I have to recover my troops before I can do any sieging of the fort. The fort in Hoisway is marsh, which is a bit unfortunate. Because it will give me a penalty when I get attacked there. So if I siege it, the enemy will get the bonus as if they were... As if I was the attacker. And that's obviously not what we're looking for. So I could go to the Martian Shard and siege it, or into Avaz. Maybe Avaz is the choice here. Cologne attacking Münster. Yeah, okay. Gonna move into Avaz, I think. And they're immediately using it. Okay, I'm gonna go back. They have a lot of troops there. I would really like to take a fight without the -1. But I don't really see how I would. So maybe I'm just gonna have to take another -1 fight here. Let's wait another tick for the Reese group. Gonna give up that government reform progress because losing another stab right now is not what I'm into. Anything I can do to fight even better here? I mean, I could hire a guy. But money is not something I made off, and I don't even have a cool guy available. Could grab just the cavalry combat ability bonus. I have tons here. I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna grab the bonus, I think. It's only for my 1 unit, but it is a bonus. Might help me overcome this a bit better. Because we're really running out of people. Let's go take another battle. They are reinforcing, but I've heard them a lot already. That's nice. Yeah, 2.6, about 3 against 6. An excellent trade. And unfortunately, I don't have the people to siege hallways. I mean, that was the whole problem from the start, right? That I don't have so many units. Or troops, I guess. That I can easily siege down these. Ooh, I made a mistake. A big one, too. Can I somehow... I didn't realize that that would be a thing they would be doing. 4th of November, 8th of November. Now I am Dawasir, they are Mushasha, same day thing. There's a chance I get out in time. I'm arriving in the 3rd. So you're safe. Don't do this. Yeah, they're not gonna do it anyway. And now they're running. Okay. I think I'm gonna let them lock in and punch them. Yeah, it's into Marsh again, but we have the numbers. So I think I'm gonna do this once more. Once more into the breach, my friends. Yeah, that looks good. Stacked and wiped. Yes. Split in half. Grab, grab. Once I have 9,000 guys, I can now... Oh. I died. It's a bit unfortunate. I get a 154 ruler, which is actually better than what we had before. Don't like the stab drop, obviously. And there we go. Press these button again. Yeah, go towards legalism, please. Get rid of that unrest. Although we do still have Nashti separatists being unhappy. I'm gonna have to spend the admin on stability. Also, it's 41 minutes in. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what we're seeing, as always, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say to it down there in that comment section, because it's the place to do it. And man, did I overtime again. Let's kill that guy before I forget. And then put a cut in here. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.